Today in this video we will learn about 12 important facts about negative thinking, stress, depression, negative thoughts of human behavior by which we can develop our mental powers and read the mind of other people. The negative thinking of any person becomes a matter of social concern, due to which problems like depression, stress, and self-esteem start arising in the person. To change your negative thoughts, it becomes very important to understand how you see the world. There is a strategy you must use to replace negative thoughts in a way that minimizes the negative impact. Our emotional thoughts and behavior are all tied to our character. That's why our thoughts affect what we feel and how we act, and that's why we all have negative thoughts from time to time. It becomes important to know when negative thoughts affect us. At that time it becomes important that what should we do at such a time so that we can remove negative thoughts from ourselves. For that you have to change your studying material. The School of Psychology Professor Gold Medalist explains that you can help yourself to change negative thoughts by undergoing a special type of therapy. Through this, you can also easily learn in which format you should change your thoughts, so that you can easily work to change negative thoughts. By taking the help of therapy, you can separate your negative thoughts from yourself, because therapy gives us the experience of pleasure inside our body and inside our brain, due to which we can remove negative thoughts from ourselves. 1. Self-awareness. Is it normal to have negative thoughts when you make a mistake? 2. Mindfulness and social relationships. Mindfulness will begin to transform your social relationships into your emotional thoughts, and try to see your thoughts and feelings as objects ahead of you. Develop thinking beyond what you are currently thinking. That you try will enable you to fight negative facts. 3. Your thoughts, your feelings. Thinking good thoughts. You must be well aware that your thoughts are affecting your feelings and your behavior. Examine your thoughts and observe them so that you can identify whether what you are thinking is in the right direction. You ask yourself the question, whatever you are thinking, can it be a helpful function to you? What is the thought serving you? Can it be helpful to you? In the end, you need to know how your thoughts make you feel. 4. Emotional response control. The purpose of mindfulness is to gain control over emotional responses in the part of our mind in which the mind is thinking. According to which this theory proves that the diameter of mindfulness develops the ability to use thoughts more optimally. Doesn't it makes it convenient? Negative thoughts. 5. To experience negative thoughts. Is it normal to have negative thoughts when you make a mistake? One psychological research found that people who engaged in a consistent practice of mindfulness experienced fewer negative thoughts in their brains after being exposed to negative things. Let's do it. With the help of an example, we can understand that if a person constantly thinks about himself as a complete success or a failure, then it can be said that you are moving forward with black and white thinking, because you only thinking only about negative and positive things. So it is also very important to understand the process that happens between negative and positive so that you will be able to remove negative thoughts from yourself. Jumping to conclusions about what we've done wrong, guessing what other people are thinking, what other people think about us. This reflects negative thinking. You keep thinking constantly, how did these incidents happen? Why did it happen? That you keep spreading negative things in your mind. The ideology of negative thinking that you have created in your mind is always creating a picture in your mind that you start influencing your thoughts with realistic feelings from the real world, and this is probably the result that you start roaming under negative thinking. 6. Ideology and thought. This whole petrol is created by the experience of your work. What experiences you will apply in the future, or you will start building your character based on the experiences you have learned in the past, and you will inculcate the feeling of anxiety, and negative facts will surround you. 7. Perceiving oneself as a negative person. Is it normal to have negative thoughts when you make a mistake? When a person starts thinking of himself as a negative person, then he puts a kind of label on himself, and he starts developing misconceptions about himself in different ways. And someone considers himself bad in maths, so a person considers himself bad in English, due to which the person keeps negative elements in his mind. The subject you think is bad, you will start feeling negative about your skills towards that subject, due to which you will keep adopting a negative attitude. 8. Emotional perspective. If seen from the point of view of emotions, then it can be included that you can find true positive facts on the basis of emotional reaction. For example, if you feel nervous in any way, then from the point of view of emotional reasoning from this it can be concluded that if you are feeling some danger, then it becomes clear that it can create negative feelings, that is, can increase your anxiety, which will create an association of negative thoughts in your brain. 9. Personalization and blame. Is it normal to have negative thoughts when you make a mistake? You can include these groups of thoughts personally even if the person prompts you to blame. The person in front has no control over you, that's why you can easily control your negative thoughts. The patterns of thinking that are most important to you can be separated in a subtle way, but you can analyze the negative elements by understanding real people and situations on the basis of logic, by which you will be able to understand the pattern of negative thoughts, and you will start rising above negative thinking. 10. Acceptance of thoughts in a negative context. Accepting thoughts in terms of negative elements requires you to pause and consider whether it is false or whether it is absolutely true. You need to remind yourself that it is just a thought either way. They do not verify the facts, so keep negative thoughts away from your mind because negative facts are just a set of thoughts and nothing else. Short. There are different types of cognitive negative distortions that contribute to negative thinking. Understanding distortion ideologies requires you to learn and remember more. You need to know that fact is not true. Bust the power of negative thinking. Helps you reduce and move towards a positive outlook. 11. Negativity in medical help. Is it normal to have negative thoughts when you make a mistake? To overcome negativity, whether you seek medical help or proceed through the process of cognitive restructuring, you can identify negative thoughts, evaluate them with accuracy, and organize your replacement thoughts based on that. Remove negativity. Psychologists say examining the evidence you come to conclusions that support or contradict your thoughts helps you find alternatives to challenge negative thinking, helps you move toward reality and leave the negative behind. 12. A realistic view. This is what you should ask yourself. Think about what has changed in the past. Evaluate. Try to align your thoughts with what has happened to you. Think actively. Challenge alternative interpretation. Okay, you explore, think about what you have achieved, what you want to be in the future, what you have lost. It becomes very important to believe in the idea. Ask yourself if the idea is realistic.